Today is Wednesday, May 17th.
Today is National Walnut Day. What's for lunch today?
Our choices today are pizza and brunch for lunch. What sides do we have today?
Our sides for today will be Italian chef salad, tuna or chicken salad sandwich, tried taters, baked apples, and fresh veggie tray.
Sounds good.
Someone projected a negative message onto the Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C. Now to CNN with the video.
Steve Palermo, former MLB umpire, has died at the age of 67. He was a potential Hall of Famer, but his life cut short while trying to break up a robbery and got shot while doing it.
In today's economy, some businesses are struggling. Ford reported that it is preparing to lose hundreds of jobs. Despite this, President Trump has been able to create more jobs during his first 100 days in office than previous presidents of this century.
Now to Niall with your sports report.
Yesterday's baseball game against Southport will be played today as our last home game, and today's girls plays at Mount. Today's sports fact is that there are safety issues to scuba diving, like decompression sickness. Decompression sickness is a result of buildup gas in the bloodstream, and the pressure is reduced too quickly. If decompression sickness occurs and first aid is not successful, then there is a serious risk of death or permanent disability. Today's weather is a high of 85 and a low of 67, partly cloudy and wind speeds of 21 miles per hour. Now back to our anchors.
Thanks, Nana.
The final collection for our canned food drive will be tomorrow morning during college prep. Please bring in your donations by tomorrow. Thank you to everyone who has helped families in need.
Any library books that have not been returned yet are now overdue. Please make sure you return your library books as soon as possible and pay fines that you owe.
The 8th grade celebration is this Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. There will be snacks, a photo booth, a DJ, and more. The tickets are on sale during C&D lunches for $2. You must have your student ID to buy a ticket and may purchase only one ticket. All 8th grade students who remain in good standing with the school and do not receive any discipline referrals in May are invited to attend. This event is for BMS students only.
Names of students who made the LC Color Guard team have been posted outside of the cafeteria.
The last edition of the Belzer blog is now available. This edition contains information about wrapping up the year as well as ideas about the summer. There are 2 pages of highlights and photos from this past school year and some articles on what is happening in some of our teachers' lives. Check out the blog this week.
Your books will be distributed next Wednesday. 8th graders are going to the Chicago trips will receive theirs before they leave. All other students will pick up books as directed that day. There are still books for purchase. You may pay $35 for a book in room C110 at any time.
Congratulations to all students who were honored last night at the Academic Awards Night. Special congratulations to Lexi Allen and Lucas Floyd, who received the HARP Award, Belzer's highest athletic award, and to Micaiah Johnson and Richie Cantwell, who received the Becky Crum Award, Belzer's highest honor. Highlights and photos will be on the monitors in the halls.
Today's celebrity birthday is Tony Parker, who turns 35. He is a French professional basketball player who plays as a point guard for the San Antonio Spurs. He has won the NBA championship 4 times.
On this day in history in 1954, the Supreme Court made a decision in the Brown versus Board of Education case, ruling that racial segregation in public schools is unconstitutional.
A word of the day is from Bob Marley, who once said, "Open your eyes, look within. Are you satisfied with the life you're living?"
Now to Mr. Harsher with the rest of your morning announcements.
Have an amazing day, Bruins.
Good morning, Bruins. I want to first take just a minute about last awards program, and I was beaming with pride as we got to recognize a lot of students here at Belzer for doing some great things in the classroom and outside of the classroom. Lots of honor roll and high honor roll students. I also want to make sure that we thank all of our teachers. We had a really great turnout of our teachers who volunteered their time to be there last night late to recognize some of their students of the year, and I was just very, very pleased with the turnout and really happy that we got to recognize some of the positive things that some of the students in this building have been doing this year. So thank you to all the students that came out. If you did not make it last night to the awards program, but you did receive an invitation to go, that means you likely have a certificate of some sort. So the front office staff will be working through those today to get those to you. They will either be sending a pass for you to come to the office to pick it up, or they might be sending it to your classroom with a pass. We want to make sure that all students get a chance to take home their certificate this evening. So again, thank you to all the students for your hard work and dedication, and I was happy that we got to recognize so many wonderful students last night. On the note of recognitions, I have three young men that I would like to recognize here. Many students by this time, I think, are familiar with one of the after-school clubs we have here at Belzer called Elite Gaming Live. This is a after-school club that meets about once a month, and students are in competitive gaming. They also do some writing, they do some design, and they do some coding. So it's a great opportunity for our students to learn, have fun, socialize with friends, and also to compete. So at the end of each season, there's a fall season and a spring season, and at the end of each of those seasons, they have a championship, just like you would in sports or any other competitive organization. And Belzer fared very well. The first thing I want you to know is that Belzer, for the second year in a row, had the most students involved than any of our surrounding schools in the area. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very thankful to our PFO who helps us fund that program to give students opportunities to do that. The second thing is we were actually the winners of the overall spring season. So we had some great points scored by our students for coding and design and competitive gaming, and we actually had 3 students from Belzer that placed in the final tournament last Saturday. So I am going to recognize those students. I also want to take a minute to thank Mr. Mickens. He was the Elite Gaming Live Club sponsor. He put in a lot of work to supervise those events and help get set up, and I know spent a lot of time here on Saturday, so we appreciate his support of the program as well. But I would like to invite up first Alex Marquez. Alex finished second, and his game of choice was Mario Kart. So he received second place. He received a medal for his second place finish, and he also received a letter of recognition and also a prize from Elite Gaming Live. So congratulations. Helps if I give you the right one. Congratulations, Alex. Thank you. I also would like to recognize Cameron Carter. Cameron, great job. Cameron finished second in NBA 2K. Second place finish is great. And guys, remember, they are competing against middle school and high school students from the area. So second place finish is pretty impressive. Congratulations. And last but not least, Martin Galvan finished second again in the FIFA competition. And so Martin again received a medal and again some prize money for finishing second. Congratulations. So we are very pleased to recognize those students for their after-school activities. Guys, as we, especially you 7th graders, as we move into the fall, when we get into our 8th grade year, find something that you can connect to the school with, whether it's athletics, whether it's performing arts, whether it's a club like these gentlemen have gotten into. something to really connect you to the school. So thank you for your time this morning and letting me take a few minutes to honor and recognize those young men. We're excited to offer Elite Gaming Live here, and we continue to do that in the fall. So let's make it a great Wednesday, make good choices, and have a great day.